Check one. Here we go.
Well, Coach, that feels like a big one in terms of the culmination of the season. You guys go up early but blow the lead. There's been numerous times where that's kind of led to a downfall for you guys. Winning in overtime, you guys have lost countless of those games this year.
Finally.
How big is that win for that locker room?
Well, you just said it. It's huge for the locker room, just for keep the momentum going, just for our confidence, knowing we can come back and we stuck to the program for the most part and just played our game and it paid off.
You know, talk about Alex Suzdalev. It's with the 2 goals tonight, that's 7 points in his last 8 games played. What have you seen from him over the last 3 weeks to month that's kind of let him start to solidify a spot in your starting lineup?
Well, he's working hard in practice. He's doing all the right things. And again, the message to some of these guys is when you sit out a game, it's not always because of your play. It's because we have other bodies, and I hate having extra bodies and not playing guys. So sometimes a position where, like Bolson needs to go in, I don't need to put him in on the bottom 6. I need him to play with, or the third line is not the bottom line. So, there's a rotation there. But since he's, when he's put back in the lineup, he takes advantage of it, and he shows you he can play.
Now, we got to play with 2 guys with a combined total of over 500 NHL games tonight.
Yeah.
How big is it to have Sonny now? Another 2 assists from him tonight. How huge has that been, not just to the locker room, but also to how you're able to set up your lineup to kind of balance out those lines more?
It just makes our team that much better. He's a threat every time he gets the puck. He makes other players around him better. And, I don't know how long we're going to have him if he keeps playing like this, but we'll take advantage of him while we have him.
Your 4th line was very aggressive tonight. It looked like they were really on their game. When you've got all 3 of them rolling like that, how much easier does that make for your system to go when that line in particular is contributing?
It makes a big deal, especially on the bench, rotating lines, and you get back-to-backs. We've had a busy schedule. I need that line to step up and play some good minutes for us to let those other guys rest, and they did that. They did their job.
Particularly the breakouts tonight seemed really clean. Outside of the Miroshnichenko turnover that led to their first goal, it seemed like you were able to shut down the transition of the game. How big was that in the wide span of the game that you guys were able to break out?
Yeah,
it seemed like pretty easily.
Finally, I think our D got some support from our forwards instead of just doing their own thing. At the end there, we had to do some flips and that. They were getting aggressive on us, but for the most part, I liked our little plays down low. We had good support. Decent wall play, so we just got to continue, and we'll look at some video and see where we can change some things and maybe pick them apart. But that's a good hockey team over there that we beat, so we should feel good about it. But they're going to come out flying tomorrow.
You guys were down a goal after the end of the second period. What's the message in the intermission there?
It was just to stay with the course, stay the course. Like, don't change the way we're playing. If we score to tie it up with a minute left, we'll do that. But sometimes we get in some bad habits where we want to change and get bored with the way we have to play, and we open things up, and you can't do that against a good team like that. So I thought we stuck to the program.
What do you think the biggest key is going into tomorrow's game 2?
Well, we definitely need some rest. So just with our travel schedule, and I know those guys have been traveling too, but we just need to manage that puck, fill the lanes, track back hard into the house, and get pucks out as quick as we can, and get pucks in and go to work.
All right. Thanks.